Covid-19 has been a world-changing event, with all industries, countries and people feeling and having to adapt to its effects. As we roll into 2021, I'm going to look into 5 different ways in which the coronavirus has affected the gaming community and industry. Starting off with the general increase in gaming. With most of the world's population quarantined indoors, video games and other internet use has grown greatly. Mid-March 2020 Steam database reported that the gaming platform had reached 20 million concurrent users with 6.2 million in-game. Beating that record in early December, the platform managed to reach 24 million, dwarfing 2019's Christmas Day figure of 15.8 million. It wasn't just playing games though. According to Twitch Tracker, Twitch saw 1,116 billion minutes watched collectively for the year, which stomps out 2019's 660 billion minutes. So yeah, it turns out that the year of the quarantine, a lot of people chose to game. We probably had some new gamers come into the fold, and for previous gamers, they definitely probably cleared some of their backlogs. Next I'll go into cancelled events. Unfortunately, due to social distancing and quarantining, many of the gaming events of the year were cancelled. PAX, Gamescom, EGX, BlizzCon, TwitchCon, even San Diego's Comic-Con, and yes, even the big boy E3 were a few of the events to be cancelled throughout the year. Where many companies would take advantage of these events to show off new games, features or services, they quickly had to adapt, and many took to sharing their news and information online, much in the way Nintendo has for years with Nintendo Direct. It wasn't just presentations that were cancelled though. Many esports tournaments got the axe, were postponed or moved to online events. Hardware production issues. Of course, with many getting ill and having to stay home, production in a lot of vital areas got hit hard. In terms of gaming, the Nintendo Switch was the most notable. Supply and distribution was hit so hard by Covid that the Nintendo Switch was sold out in both the UK and the US, and even caused a dip in sales for the system in Japan. The production of the Nintendo Switch in Vietnam had been scaled back due to reduced components from China, and the hype for the new Animal Crossing game probably didn't help the numbers either. The shortage caused price hikes, and stories emerged of people building their own Nintendo Switches online, with one person even posting a step-by-step guide on how to do that. It's not only Nintendo that have been affected though. Hardware issues have also unfortunately affected Sony and Microsoft's next-gen releases. I think it goes without saying how in short supply these consoles have been and still are. Gaming booms and delays. As I said earlier, the pandemic has caused many issues with the production of gaming consoles and hardware. Well, not only was the hardware affected, but the actual games were as well. In July, the Game Developers Conference released information from a survey that shows that 33% of 2,500 game industry professionals having to delay a game. The Last of Us 2, Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 3 and Cyberpunk 2077 are amongst the biggest names to have been postponed. Cyberpunk 2077 a couple of times actually, and even on release, it probably should have been postponed again.
The hell?
Yes, with many game developers working from home, we did unfortunately see a few games pushed back. But that's not to say it was an absolutely terrible year for games. Among Us, a game released in June 2018, unexpectedly blew up and caught the attention of many on Twitch. And in the AAA game department, Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing New Horizons outperformed their industry expectations, and with their shared release date, created an unexpected friendship between Doomguy and Isabella. Ending on some positivity, I'll go over some of the good that has come from the gaming community during all of this. Many companies donated or organised ways of funding efforts to fight Covid-19. Nintendo donated 9,500 N95 rated masks to the Washington State for their first responders in March. And Twitch hosted a 12-hour charity livestream which, with the help of celebrities such as John Legend, Diplo and Biffy Clyro, earned $2.7 million for the Covid-19 Solidarity Fund. Several game publishers such as Activision Blizzard and Riot Games worked with the World Health Organization to support their Play Part Together campaign, encouraging players to continue social engagement in video games via online games as opposed to physical means. And people even had the chance to help fight Covid by donating computer power. The Folding at Home program allowed users to donate their computer power to run simulations to help understand how the proteins in the coronavirus work and how to design the therapeutics to stop them. All these changes, positive and negative, will likely have a long-lasting effect on the gaming industry way after the coronavirus pandemic is over. Digital sales will likely increase massively, and the general increase of new gamers will likely bring a nice boost to the gaming industry. Maybe some companies will stick to the online events as their way of conveying information from here on out. The vaccine's being administered now. Hopefully by the end of 2021 we'll see things getting better, not only in the gaming industry but in every other industry and every other person as well.